Let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet about shoulder width apart. Facing comfortably forward. Relaxed knees, so the knees are just slightly bent. We should never lock out any of our joints, or rarely locking out any of our joints. Bring your hips forward so your tailbone points towards the floor. Feel like your top of your head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Bring the chin down and in just a bit. Let the shoulders drop down and roll forward, bringing the arms around in front of you, away from the body. Breathe in and out through the nose. Before I forget, I apologize. No class next Friday or Saturday. Breathing in and out through the nose. And as you breathe in, let the abdomen expand outward, drawing the breath all the way down. Nice, long, deep, slow. We do a slight pause. And then with the exhalation, the abdomen contracts back towards the spine, pushing the breath up and out the nose. Bring all your focus to the breath. Notice the quality of the air as it enters your nostrils, descends into the body. And then notice as it rises back up and exits the nostrils. Let all your other thoughts just fade away. Take a couple of nice, long, deep breaths. With each breath, try to slow it down a little more, make it a little deeper. Now bring your attention to your feet. Wiggle your toes. Roll around on the feet a little bit. Feel all those parts of your feet touching the ground. Energetically feel that connection all the way to the center of the earth. That sense of being rooted. Feel the earth rising up to support you, merging with you. Aware of that sense of being grounded. Couple more deep breaths here. Step out to a little wider stance. Slowly just turn from the waist. Turn the hands slightly so that the palms are facing into the direction that you're moving. Very gently. Try to turn a little bit further each time. Always staying within your comfort zone. As with all these postures. Never ever want to feel any pain or discomfort. If you do, limit the motion. You want to be as relaxed, as comfortable as possible to allow the energy to flow. Bring your attention to your fingers. Try to feel the air moving between them. Try to go as slowly as you can with this. See if you notice any resistance as the hands move through the energetic field around you, the Wei Qi. Good. Now just let your arms hang. Chinese like to say like ribbons of silk, turning from the hips and the waist. Eventually, the momentum carries the forearms into the body, striking the body just around the area of the belly button and directly behind it, point. It's called the Ming Men, or the door of life. Hence this posture is called knocking on the door of life. It's known by many other names as well. The one I kind of like is ringing the temple bell. Look over the shoulder. Get a little further around each time. Feel each vertebra turning in place. Starting all the way from the bottom of the spine, working your way all the way up into the neck. Feel that gradual relaxing, loosening. I'm aware of those vibrations in the abdomen and the Ming Men point activating the meridians of the body. The energy pathways, stimulating the organs. Now let one hand come up to the chest, just inside the shoulder crease. Stimulating the lung meridian. Beginning the lung meridian in this area, lung points 1 and 2. Stimulating not only the respiratory system, but the immune system. And let the hand come up over the shoulder to the base of the neck. Stimulating especially the gallbladder and triple warmer meridians. Triple warmer, especially for the immune system, fighting off any kind of autoimmune issues. And then the gallbladder 20 point that we're striking, helping for clearer thinking, higher intuition. And come back down to the chest. And back down to the waist. Let's stimulate the meridians that run up and down the legs. 12 organ meridians, 6 of which run up and down the arms, 6 run up and down the legs. So as we start to turn, we come up onto the toe, we lift the heel in the opposite direction. Focus on pushing the toes down, feeling the area just behind the ball of the foot being stimulated. That's the kidney 1 point, known as the bubbling spring. Traditional Chinese medicine, the kidney are the reservoir or the batteries of the body. So it's important to always to keep your kidney meridian flowing. Massaging the kidney 1 point before you go to bed is always a great idea. There's a handout on the website showing you exactly where it is. Good. Come back to being flat-footed. Then we're going to stimulate the rest of the meridians coming up to the ankle. So as we turn to that side, we're going to pull the toes towards us, pushing the heels down. Good. Go back to being flat-footed. Slow it down until you're going back to water waves. Hands just moving through the air. Perhaps you become more aware now of that energetic field around you. And your hands moving through it. Slow it down. Gradually come to a stop. Shift all your weight, or not all your weight, but shift over to the left side. So you're putting most of your weight into the left leg, stretching out the right leg. Hands in front. We're going to shift over to the right, and as we do, notice the arms shift over, then they're going to float up, come across as we shift our weight back, and they float down. Breathing in as they float up, breathing out as they go down. So we're not moving the arms except up and down. All side to side movement is through the body mechanics. Now imagine you're holding a big wheel here and turning it. So the palms face you when they're at the bottom, and they face away from you when you get up to the top. Just see if you can kind of get into a groove here where everything's just kind of happening. The hands just float up, come across, and float down. One more time, and then we're going to come across the body, and then we're going to go the opposite direction. Nice and slow, as effortless as possible. One more time. Come back to the middle. Good. Keeping that same stance, bring your arms up, fingertips facing each other, kind of rounding the arms so they're not too far out in front of you. They're not too close. They're comfortably out from the body. They're slightly rounded. They're up at chest height. Called embracing the tree. Let the elbows drop down. Let the shoulders relax. We're going to do presenting the pestle. So there are 3 different movements to that. First one is we breathe in, we're going to constrict, we're going to pull the energy in. Not quite touching the chest, and then as we breathe out, we go back out to the starting position. Imagine you've got a big beach ball here. You're squeezing the air out and then allowing it to re-inflate. Make sure you pause between the breath. There's a transition there. Pulling energy in and then releasing energy. As you pull in, you can let your hips kind of float forward a little bit. And as your hands go away from you, your hips float back. Makes the movement require very little energy on your part, or perhaps less effort. One more time, and then we're going to go to the side. So we come out, and now we go to the sides. Really open the chest, and then come back to embracing the tree. Breathing in, pause, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, and then we're going to go up. So we're going to come together. Now we're going to go up. And bring it down. Again, sort of like having a big beach ball. Holding that beach ball against your chest, squeezing the air out, and then letting the beach ball re-inflate. Fingertips stay facing each other the entire time. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Good, then come back to embracing the tree. Just hold that for a couple of moments. Bring your attention to different parts of your body. See if you can notice any tension where there is. Try to just make very small movements to release the tension. So you get into that fairly comfortable position. And then bring your attention to the rest of your body. Notice where you feel energy moving. And then perhaps notice where it's not, where it's stagnant, where it's blocked. You may notice areas of muscle tension. You may notice areas of pain. Just identify them and move on. Mind directs the chi. So by identifying these points, we facilitate healing. So drop the hands down, palms up. Walk it in a little bit so you're now about shoulder width apart or a little bit more. Nice stable stance. Breathing in. Bring the energy up through the bottom of your feet, up your legs, up your torso as you rotate your hands in front of your face, fingertips facing each other all throughout. And with nice flat palms, push upward. And sweep down. Breathing in, bring it up. Pause as you push up a little bit. Breathe out as it goes down. Pausing again before you start to go up and drawing that energy up from the ground. And then removing whatever energy no longer serves you, sending it down to the ground to be recycled. Buddha holds up the earth. Buddha holds up the heavens in a second. Apologize for the transition. Good. Now this time, do the same thing, but interlace the fingers. Bring them up, rotate it, follow it with your eyes as they go up and slightly behind you. Then holding your breath, look forward. Then exhale, go down. So we pause, we gather the energy, we breathe in, bring it up. Following the hands with the eyes, slightly behind you. Then bring your head forward, sweep it down. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe out. time. And down. Good. Leaving the right hand down, palm down, fingers facing towards the midline of your body. Left hand's going to come up, rotate in front of your face, palm up, fingers facing towards the midline. Push the two apart. Then turning so the pinkies are facing the body, the back of the hands cross. And then we switch. Breathing in as you come down and the hands cross. Breathe out as they push apart. Feel that connection to the heaven and earth. Bring that energy down into the body. Then we take energy that no longer serves us and we send it out to be recycled. We want to make sure to do those pauses between the breath. Transition between sending energy out and drawing energy in. One more time each side. Good. Now go up one more time. Now spiral the arms around until the palms are facing each other. Right palm on top, pushing the energy down into the left palm, making it a little T-ball, energy ball. We're going to rotate that ball over once, and then we're going to separate, go back, connecting heaven and earth. Spiral around. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. One more time. Roll the ball once. Back up. Now this time we go to roll the ball. We're going to roll it twice. We're going to roll it over. Then we're going to bring it back. Now notice the right hand goes up, the left hand goes down. Squeezing it down. Now we just rotate it once, push apart. One more time. Wheel them out. Bring it down to the chi ball. Turn that chi ball now on its side. As you breathe in, let the hands float apart just a little bit, a couple of inches. As you breathe out, come back to that starting point. Have the hands and the fingers as relaxed as possible. Make sure the hands don't connect, they don't touch. Just stay in the same range. Imagine your hands almost like fishtails, just moving back and forth as you breathe. And begin to become aware of the energy leaving your palms, center of your palms, points called the Laogong points. And all that energy building between your palms. Feel that energy ball, that chi ball. Notice there's something of substance between your hands. And let's now stop massaging it. Just hold on to that ball. We're going to bring the ball up in front of us. Bring it down through the top of the head. Down the torso, down to the hips, let the energy continue to flow all the way down into the ground as we start over. We breathe in, breathe out. That ball descends, feel your head enter that ball and then kind of pop out as the chest enters and then leaves that energy ball. Feel that energy moving down the body. We're going to turn to the left. So now as the ball comes down, we're going to step out, turn to the left, swivel on the heel, put the feet down, then continue to have the ball come down the legs and out in front of us, going into a nice bow stance here. So the front leg, the foot is pointing straight forward. The back leg, your right leg, the foot is at about a 45-degree angle. We lean back into the right leg, push the energy down the body, and then lean into the left leg as we go forward. We're shifting our weight as we move the energy, turning the prayer wheel. One more time, and then as you come up, you're going to shift back to the center. So we're going to rotate around, come back to the center, keeping that nice wide stance. Take a couple of turns here. And then when it feels right, as you come down, shift to the right. Push down the right leg and around. Feel that energy cascading down the body, all the way into the ground. Bring fresh energy in from above. And then when you're ready, we're going to shift back to the front. So again, as we come up, we shift to the center. Turn it here just a couple of times. One more time. Hold on to that ball in front of you. We're going to lift the ball up and towards the back as we follow with our eyes. Then you're going to let it come back down to the center and starting point, and then go to the opposite side. Looking back at the moon. So imagine you're holding onto the moon. Breathing out as you turn. Pause. Breathe in as you come back to the center. Pause. One more time each side. Good. Bring it back to the center. Turn the chi ball over so your left hand is on top. We're going to turn to the right as the right hand extends outward and up as the left hand pushes down. We're then going to circle over, grab the chi ball, come to the center, and then keep moving to the left as we do the opposite side. Variation on parting the wild horse's mane. One more time each side. Good. Come back to the center. Take your left hand away, holding on to that chi ball. Notice you still have something of substance in that hand. We're going to take that right hand, we're going to reach across and then lift it upward. Then turn and send the energy down to the ground as your left hand comes across the body, gathers energy, feel the chi ball in your hand, and then send that energy down. Back and forth, very slowly. playing with the chi ball, sometimes called dragon placed. One more time each side. Good, come down. Bring your hands around the hips. Do some nice hip circles here. Trying to get everything to loosen up. Try not to move the head. Just rotate the hips, walk it in a bit. Find that comfortable stance. Never feel like you're frozen in a position, always adjust. And reverse. Now we're going to do waist circles. This time we're going to drop forward from the waist and to the side, slightly back to the opposite side, forward. Turning as big a circle here as you can comfortably. One more time, then we're going to go the opposite direction. So we come forward and now turn the opposite direction. One more time. Around the front. Let's do spinal cord breathing. So keeping that stable stance, we're going to stick our butt out. The hips on this is everything. So we're going to push the hips back, push your butt back while we bring the arms up about a 45-degree angle. Elbows above the shoulders, and you can do that comfortably. Chest to the ceiling, looking up to the ceiling. Then we pull the elbows down, bringing the shoulder blades down and together. Then we breathe out, we rotate the arms around until they come to the front. Palms are facing you, forearms together, tuck the chin into the chest, bring the hips forward, arch the back just slightly forward. And we start over. So we breathe in, breathe out. And the advantage of the pauses between the breath, not only as a transition for energy, but also just to get a little extra stretch. Careful not to bend at the waist. Moving the hips, just curling. One of my favorite postures for opening up issues with the spine, allowing the spaces between the vertebrae to open, very often helping resolving things like sciatica, pinched nerves, giving that spine that flexibility. One more time. Breathing in, breathing out, bring it down. Good. Bring your feet fairly close together. Let's do golden rooster stands on one leg. So the same side leg and arm are going to come up. They basically come up to the point where they're almost a 90-degree angle. So we're going to put all of our weight into what I call the post leg. In this case, it's going to be your left leg. You're going to lift the right leg as you lift the right arm with the palm facing to the side. Find a focal point about 12 feet in front of you and just stare at that. And then we switch. We breathe in. We pause. We breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Using that focal point, you'll find it's much easier to maintain your balance. Good. One more time each side. Down. Bring the feet fairly close together. Bringing down the heavens. Breathing in, gathering the energy in your palms. Feel the weight of that energy increasing as you lift it up over your head. Pause. Breathe out as you push that energy down through the top of your head, the Bai-Hui point. Down the torso, down the legs into the ground to be recycled. Twice more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, as you come down, put one palm over the other, over your lower dantian, over your abdomen. Doesn't matter which palm is on top. You can either interlace the webbing of the thumbs or hold at the wrist. Just try to feel the energy coming out of the Laogong points, the two points in your palms. That energy going into your body. If you like visualizations, imagine white light being absorbed by a little pearl inside you. And that little pearl in your abdomen is your lower dantian. Try to feel that lower dantian absorbing that energy, getting warmer. Visualize it getting brighter until that energy begins to spiral down your legs and up your torso. And just let your body relax and rock and sway. Let the energy move you as it moves through your body, removing any darkness, any energetic stagnation or blockages, dispelling negative thoughts and emotions, until every part of your body is aglow with energy. And then let that energy expand outward, encasing you in a physical, protective cocoon. And as you float weightlessly inside this cocoon, begin to notice what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, be at peace. Take a deep breath and gather those energies and those feelings and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thanks.